Hello, I am Dinesh D'Souza, and I'm going to be talking to you about my book, The Roots of Obama's Rage. This is a little bit from chapter 3. Obama's dream is his father's dream. Now, this is in a way ironic because Obama's father was never there for him. Obama's father abandoned him when he was a child, just 1 or 2 years old, disappeared, and returned to see Obama only once when he was 10 years old. That was Obama's only exposure to his father. The next scene is Obama getting a call from his aunt telling him that his father has been killed in an accident. But nevertheless, Obama spends his whole life looking for his father, trying to, in a sense, identify with his father. The image of his father is built up in his mind by his mother, who idolized the father, even though he left the family. And Obama, in a sense, becomes the image or gets his identity from his father. Now, is this my view? No. Everybody who knows Obama, especially well, says this about him. I want to read a quote from Obama's granny. Now, this is not his real granny. It's Sarah Obama, one of his grandfather's other wives. But here's what she says. She says, "I look at him," meaning Obama, "and I see all the same things. He has taken everything from his father. The son is realizing everything the father wanted. The dreams of the father are still alive in the son." Now, this isn't just his granny. Here is Obama himself writing in his book, Dreams from My Father. He calls his book, quote, "The record of a personal interior journey, a boy's search for his father, and through that search, a workable meaning for his life as a Black American." And then Obama adds, "It was into my father's image, the Black man, son of Africa, that I packed all the attributes I sought in myself." So here is Obama telling us himself that his identity, his values are decisively shaped by his father. And we see this not just through Obama's memory or through his imagination. There is a great scene in which Obama goes to Kenya. And he picks up little mementos about his father, little letters that his father had written to colleges in America, asking for admission. And in a final scene, Obama goes to his father's grave. He falls down on the grave and weeps. And he cries out to his father, "Dad, you were never there for me. I can't have you, but I want something else. If I don't have you, I will take your vision. I will embrace your values, your ideas. In a sense, I will complete the cause that you stood for." In a sense, Obama knew his father failed. His father didn't realize his ambitions. Obama says, where you did not succeed, I will. So the father's dream becomes the son's birthright, becomes, if you will, the son's mission. Now, who was Barack Obama Sr.? Who was Obama's dad? Obama's dad was at root an anti-colonialist. Now, this term anti-colonialism is a little strange. I must say, I know it really well, because anti-colonialism is the movement that spread through Asia and Africa and South America. It was the movement of these countries, the Third World, to break free of European colonialism. The British, the French, the Spanish, earlier the Dutch, the Portuguese, they ruled most of the world. And so the freedom movements that came in the 20th century to break free of British rule, this is anti-colonialism. It's affected me a great deal. I grew up in India in the 1960s and 70s. My father, my grandfather were all part of that anti-colonial ideology. They believed the same things that Barack Obama Sr. believed. Now, Barack Obama Sr. grew up in Kenya. He was one of the first generation of Africans who was selected after colonialism to come to America to study and then to come back and save his country. So he was part of that great movement. And in a way, you can see the great appeal of this man to Obama. He was also a very magnetic personality, but he was also involved with a great cause. Now, as a man, Barack Obama Sr. was a flawed figure. He was a drunk. He had 4 wives and 8 children, and he abandoned pretty much all of them. One of his sons has accused him of beating their mother, so he was not a very nice guy. But I think Obama revered him because he was seen as part of this great cause, the cause of liberating, if you will, the third world from Western oppression. And this is the key to understanding President Obama's ideology. In a sense, he has adopted many of the anti-colonial assumptions of his father and is applying them in the new circumstances that we find ourselves in today. So we are living now with the consequences of the ideology developed by an African tribesman in Kenya in the 1950s. It's a little hard to believe, but the evidence comes from a rather reliable source, Obama himself.